Welcome back. I'm Hippo, and this is the third video in my Contested Zones guide series. If you've been following along, we've already covered how to prepare for these runs, how to secure comp boards 1 through 3 in Checkmate, and now it's time to tackle the next challenge, Orbituary. Orbituary plays a lot like Checkmate in that it's fairly linear in layout, but there's one huge difference. You cannot progress at all without a red key card. No card, no run. So before stepping foot into this contested zone, double check your inventory and make sure you're ready. If you don't have a red key card yet, go back and check out the first video in this series where I show you exactly how to get one successfully. In this video, I'll walk you through the paths, the choke points, and the hidden spots you need to know to survive Orbituary and secure the next set of comp boards. Just like with Checkmate, it doesn't really matter which entrance you choose. Every path leads you to the same large central room. But here's where things heat up fast. This room is notorious for PvP. I've seen more firefights in this space than almost anywhere else in this game. So take your time, clear your corners, and scan every level before making your move. Also, I want to let you know I got some feedback from my previous videos, so I'm going to do less cuts and show more of the routes that I'm taking. This is my preferred route when running Orbituary. I like to go down the elevator there and come through this cycle door. Now, when I was recording this, I actually did not bring a fuse with me, so I want to show you where you can find a fuse to get through the fuse door that will lead you to the big room with the red door. Taking your time and looking out for players, you can find a fuse right over here to the left. And now we can open the fuse door. Heading through this fuse door, we're going to make sure that we close it behind us just in case there are players on the way in. And we're going to go this path. You may run into NPCs from time to time, so just make sure to take them out. All of the routes in Orbituary will lead you to this first room. This is the big red room with the red door where you'll need the red key card to open it, and it offers a lot of action most of the time. There's players hiding here waiting for people to come in. Generally speaking, there's a lot of people here. A couple of good areas to check are right in the back of the room, opposite side of the red door. Once you're confident the coast is clear, head straight for the red key card door. Swipe your card quickly, step through, and close the door behind you. But here's the catch. Orbituary is packed with choke points, and this is one of the most dangerous. On the other side of that red door, it's not uncommon to find a squad just waiting. Since there's literally no other way around, and this is the only way forward through this next hallway. So once you commit, be ready for a fight. Now that we're through the door, don't forget to close it behind you so you don't get ambushed from behind, and push forward. There's only one way forward, and it's right through here. So if you are going to meet resistance, this will be most likely the spot that you do. After pushing through, you'll reach a second large room. I've had a lot of intense fights here, so get familiar with the layout. What I usually do is move quickly, drop down right here, and stay close to the left side of the room right here. Now, this door up ahead is where you're going to head to. Behind that door, you'll find a blue keycard printer. There's only one in this area, so you need to make sure that you grab that, because without the blue keycard, you cannot progress further in Orbituary. And there's also a fuse door ahead. Now, when I was doing this run, I I did not have a fuse, so there's another fuse location almost always right here. Now with the fuse in hand, we're going to go towards that door I pointed out earlier. Now, always make sure you're ready for a fight at any given point, because every area inside of Orbituary could have players, and I have fought in a lot of crews in all the different places. But you'll find the blue key card right here. Make sure to snag that. Keep an eye on where you've come from. And once the key card is ready to go, you're going to snag that, and you're going to head back towards where you came, and you're going to go left. You'll need that later, but first, let's grab the first of the 2 comp boards hidden in Orbituary. Head through the nearby fuse door and into the vent access. Now, a pro tip here is you can actually pull the fuse outside of the door once you put it in, and that will automatically close the door and give you your fuse back. So most of the time you only need 1 fuse. A quick EVA will bring you into a gruesome room. Pro tip here is if you don't shoot the NPCs in this room, they won't shoot you. Just walk right past them, grab the comp board, and slide it into your leg armor. Now, it may be the paranoia of doing the contested zones many times, but in each of these zones, you can see me looking at all of these different corners. The reason for that is I have fought many different teams, many different solos, and many different players at all different places within the contested zones. So I'm always kind of keeping an eye out, especially with Orbituary. Now it's time to double back to that second large room, but keep your guard up. Another squad could have followed behind you during all of this. Going through the vent once again, we're going to take a right towards that fuse door that we went through earlier. Heading left, we're going to go back to that second room, and there's another fuse door that we need to access to go further into Orbituary and get to Hangar 30, where we will find the second comp board. Now, most of this is done from the solo perspective, as I've generally speaking done the contested zones as a solo player, so I'm very cautious. And one of the good pro tips here, I would say, is make sure to have a good pair of headphones and always stop for moments to listen. A couple things to listen for are NPCs fighting maybe players, weapon changes. Every time a player brings up their weapon, it makes a very distinct noise. These are the types of things that will save you. Now, I'm just kind of looking around this room, making sure that there's no players around. But I also want to show you all the little nooks and crannies that this second room can have. So there's going to potentially be players all throughout all of this. Just because you didn't see them the first time that you went through doesn't mean you won't see them the second time you went through. There's been a lot of instances where I've had players that have been looting, which they will be in these vent accesses and all of that stuff. So just keep an eye out, keep your guard up, especially as a solo player. A good rule of thumb here, if you did run with a squad, is while one player goes to get the blue key card in that first comp board, you could have a team sitting back watching that red door, letting everybody know if there's a squad on their way or any players they might see. If it's safe, continue by heading through the next fuse door and follow the path forward, clearing NPCs as you go. Eventually, you'll hit a blue key card door. Swipe your key, push through, and you'll find yourself in yet another large interior room. This room is typically filled with NPCs, so make sure to clear them out and then head over here to get the final blue key card that you'll need to access the last comp board in Orbituary. Take the elevator up and secure your blue key card. Then jump back down and head to the nearby blue door, and don't forget to close it behind you. Now, something I do want to mention, throughout all the contested zones, you'll find weapons and loot. These are all great things to check out and loot, but the purpose of these guides are to teach you how to get the comp boards themselves. So we're going to focus in on that. But yeah, sometimes you'll find a gun that you might want, so you can always grab that and throw that in your backpack. I may or may not make a looting guide. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, make sure to let me know in the comments below. From here, make your way to the elevator. It'll take you to Hangar 30, which is the final zone for Orbituary and where you'll find the final comp board. Welcome to Hangar 30, the final zone of the Orbituary contested zone. This room is packed with hostile NPCs and, more often than not, crawling with other players too. But it's also one of the best loot spots in the CZs, loaded with valuable ship components and, more importantly, the final comp board for Orbituary. My recommended path here is simple but effective. As soon as you enter, hang a right and hug the outer wall. Move slowly, clearing out enemies as you go, and work your way around the edge of the hangar. Eventually, you'll reach the cargo elevator, and this is where you'll find the printer for the second and final comp board in Orbituary. Grab the board, stash it in your leg armor, and now you've got a choice. You can either stick around, finish clearing out the NPCs, and search for high valuable ship components, or you can play it safe and get out. Personally, I recommend not lingering too long. The longer you stay, the greater the chance someone else shows up. To extract, head to the opposite side of the hangar from where the comp board printer was. You'll find the elevator exit on the far wall, take it up, and you're out. Now let's wrap up Orbituary with a few final tips. This contested zone is filled with choke points. From the red keycard door to the long narrow hallways, every section funnels players through tight, dangerous spaces. I've had fights break out at every single one. If you're running solo, the key to survival is speed and efficiency. Don't waste too much time looting, and definitely don't linger once you secured a comp board, because at the end of the day, the most valuable thing in these zones isn't the loot, it's the comp boards. So get in, get what you came for, and get out. With the right prep and the all-important red key card, you'll be able to push through the linear layout, survive those choke points, and secure your next set of comp boards. If you found any other hidden tricks, alternative routes, or survival tips that I didn't cover here, make sure to drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear them, and they'll help out everyone else running this zone too. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more guides, because we're not done yet. I've already got videos up for Checkmate and the first prep guide video that shows how to get the red cards, and coming up we'll dive into the rune station as well as the executive hangars themselves. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck out there in Obituary.